All right, here we go, guys. Second analysis of the day today. It's the euro dollar. We had to come back. We had to give you an update on this one. We actually were very disappointed of how things evolved here. You probably remember we had a quick bearish position, which we were supposed to take to 117. Right? 117 will also mention 117.45 according to this particular formation. When we saw price hitting that top resistance here, starting to turn around, then breaking below 18.59, right? That was the trigger. We got in. But then we got in a relatively good price, I would say. We didn't take a big loss. We took a very small loss. But we were so disappointed to miss the target. I mean, the first target. Let's just start with that. 17.45. We missed that by a very tiny margin, right? And it was a quick move, so we didn't even catch that. Obviously, we stayed in. And at some point, price just came back with a lot of force and broke the hell out of that 18.59 level. Right, so you can see that the loss was small. It was still a very small position also. But we got stopped out, so we got out from this one. And we stayed on the sideline for a couple of days. Wanted to see, I mean, at first we thought price is probably heading north. It's probably about to break 1960 and just break, this consolidation phase. Just ignite the next upside trend. But it was still very suspicious to us to see that the fact that price missed that lower section by such a tiny margin, and it was such a valid formation, right? It wasn't like half made from. It was a full scale formation. Check this out. So many legs we had, right? We have 5. It was supposed to be the 6th, and then it missed. So it was very suspicious, very suspicious for us, and we started to investigate a little bit. Now I think it's safe to say the investigation is over. We can see something quite clearly. Price was trying to break that 90.60, but guess what? It wasn't able to do so, right? It just spiked the hell out of that level. On the way, taking the previous high, but then bouncing back down, crossing back below, ending up the day negatively, and today starting the day negatively again. So this seems to be like a visible downside turnaround after price just skyrocketed, basically, just to spike that previous high, but still remain inside of the system, namely below 1960. So if you read me, right, if you get my drift, so to speak, you probably can guess where I'm going with this. It looks like price had made a bit of a trick on us when we were in our previous bearish campaign heading towards 117, and it made that U-turn, right? But looks like it was an upside correction, nothing more than that, right? Price basically this was the correction, right? It was part of an upside move which turned out to be a complex move, 3-segment move. That was the first upside segment. That was the downside correction, now we suspect, followed by the third upside segment, part of the same move, the same swing, if you will. Right? So we had 1, 2, 3, and all this structure 4. So now we must be, we must be on 5. Now, obviously, must is a big word, right? We suspect we are on the 5th leg right now. So guys, there's nothing more to do, other than pull the trigger, right? And that's what we're gonna do right after this video. We're gonna pull the trigger on the euro dollar, and we're gonna reactivate that same bearish campaign that we had to get out from a few days ago. All right. We're going to try to redo this. All right. We're going to place our stop loss level probably around 120.50. And yeah, and it looks like we're going to aim at 117.45. This time we got a lot of room, right? We have enough meat to be satisfied at 117.45, even though we'll keep an open eye on 117. Maybe we'll leave a small position just to try to squeeze the lemon all the way through. All right, so there you go, guys. This is the game plan. Euro dollar. We're back in on the euro dollar on the downside, potential downside move. Let's see how it goes. In the meantime, guys, I will wish you a nice trading day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.